Hi, how are you? My name is Destiny and I have multiple sclerosis. Anyway, but we all knew that, right? So I went and I got a MRI done with and without contrast. I got this done on the 4th of December this is 2023. Okay, so I'm reading. I thought this was recent. That makes it even worse. Okay. So I've had a MRI done of my brain and my spinal cord with and without contrast, and this is from 2023. So this is 2 years ago, right? I was reading it like this was the one that I just recently had done. So if you don't know what multiple sclerosis is, I'm gonna put it right here. The clinical information, as in like the reason why they did it, was because I have the demyelinating disease. Anyway, I have the disease of the nervous system, which is attacking my spinal cord, the stuff around the spinal cord, right. So, the finding on the vertebrae, eating of the cervical spine, no marrow edema is identified. Cranial-cervical junction, which I'm thinking is like right here. C1 and C2, there's no significant bulge or protrusion, no significant stenosis. Now C2 3 level through C7 T1, there's no significant bulge or protrusion. The thoracic disc levels, there's no significant bulge or bulge or protrusion, no significant stenosis. I'll get better. I'm crying, duh. So, on my spinal cord, which is the C4, C3, that stuff, the abnormal cord signal seen at C2-3 and left posterior column at C4-5 and T8 worst posterior on the left and right lateral T12. The impression is a multifocal cord signal abnormalities consistent with patient's history of demyelinating disease. That's of my spine. This of the brain, the MRI of the brain with and without contrast. The findings, okay. For the brain, the cortical sulci and ventricle system are normal in appearance. There is no intracranial mass, hemorrhage, or brain infarction noted. That's why I started recording. Multiple periventricular, and deep white matter, T2 foci, are seen consistent. Patient's history of demyelinating disease. T2 signal changes are seen in the deep cerebellar white matter and right brachium pontus. There are more than 30 discrete lesions. Mind you, this is back in 2023. It's 2025. Get it together. Oh my God. Okay. There are more than 30 discrete lesions on my brain. This was back in December 4th of 2023. It is now February of 2025. I had a MRI done a couple months ago. I don't know where that's at. Honestly, I have no idea. Okay. Let me see. Diffusion, weighted imaging, no diffusion abnormality. The vascular system, normal flow void is seen. Stella Turica region, unremarkable. I'm not even sure what that means. Paranasal sinuses and mastroid air cells, unremarkable. Orbitis, there is an increased signal and decreased size of the right optic nerve consistent with the right optic neuropathy. contrast, there are enhancing lesions seen in the right centrum semioval and adjacent to the posterior body of the right lateral ventricle, consistent with active demyelinating plaque. Impression was white matter T2 signal changes consistent with patient's history of the demyelinating disease. I can only imagine what my brain looks like right now. They hand me the same thing over and over again. So, how am I feeling, you may be asking? Well, I feel like there's no need to cry. I feel like, you know, everybody lives to die, you know? So life's what you make it. So let's make it rock. Welcome back.